Good afternoon. How are you? Happy Friday. Isn't it a beautiful, gorgeous day today? And this is what I ordered for today, so I love it when I get what I ask for. So thank you. I'm Esmeralda Owen from Precious Stone PR Inc. And thank you for this beautiful event, and hope that you are ready for wonderful stories and to be inspired. And I'm here to introduce your MC for this afternoon. Help me welcome Joaquin Hernandez, Director of Operations for Harmony at Home.
All right, who's ready today, huh? Yeah, me too, I'm excited. So good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 15th Annual Luncheon for Harmony at Home. I'm Joaquin Hernandez, as Esme mentioned, the Director of Operations, and I'm so glad to see you all here today. And for those of you tuning in online, thank you for tuning in. I'm ready to share with you an amazing program today. So our mission at Harmony at Home is to end the cycles of violence and abuse by empowering children and young adults with the knowledge, skills, and confidence to lead healthy and productive lives. This mission is carried forward by a wonderful board of directors. They are highlighted here on the screen, and for those of you that are here, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. This is the 15th annual luncheon. It takes a ton of work. So please help me acknowledge and recognize and thank our wonderful luncheon event committee. Thank you. At Harmony at Home, we would not be able to do any of this without the support and the passion and just our amazing staff. So I would like to thank them all for all that they do for us. They're standing there in the back. Thank you for everything. And a special thank you to Dr. Deneen Gus, Superintendent of Monterey County Schools, for being here in attendance. Thank you. So now what can I say about our amazing sponsors? We have had incredible support this year. Let me start by acknowledging our presenting sponsors. Susan Prest, the Levy Family Fund, and Montage Health. Thank you. Now, our diamond sponsors are Vanderbilt CPAs, gotta include the S in there, Salinas Valley Health, Layla Levy, Pam and Giff Lehman, and Fred and Margaret Goldsmith. Thank you. Next are our platinum sponsors. Thank you to Sharon and Stan Mearsman, I hope I pronounced that correctly, the Overett Family Fund, and Fran Mosher. Next are our gold sponsors. Thank you to Nolan Hammerly, Etienne and Haas, Patricia McDermott, Cal Water, Pinnacle Bank, Mag One Media, and Precious Stone PR. Thank you to our silver sponsors, Ray and Chris Huntington, Marsha Kelly, Mike Levy, and Susan Galvin, Mahoney Peterson Family Fund, Karen Fano, Clifton Larson Allen, or CLA in short, Integris Wealth Management, Skyline Engineering, and Foxy Couture Carmel. Thank you. And thank you to our bronze sponsors as well, the Honorable Larry and Lane Hayes, Leach and Walker. Thank you all. And I want to give a special thanks to Teresa Matsui and the Matsui Nursery for always beautifying our space with these amazing orchids. We also want to thank Flor de Soleil for their spectacular flower arrangements. And remember, sponsors, don't forget to take your orchids home when we conclude the program. Those are gifts for you all, okay? We also have some exciting news. We are working on expanding our Sticks and Stones program to the San Luis Obispo area. I know, right? Just a clap for that. This is definitely a dream come true for our CEO, Julianne Levy, and we are very fortunate to have two of our SLO partners here today, Program Manager Julie Cadis and Program Review Specialist Leanne Eddy, both from the Department of Social Services, County of San Luis Obispo. Welcome, and we look forward to our partnership. Now, our amazing programs, right? What can I say about them? Harmony at Home provides a variety of much-needed supports to the county. We do that in the form of our programs. The programs that we have include our school-based counseling programs, which consist of our Sticks and Stones program. This program provides counselors to our school partners to provide mental health support that focuses on working with children who have encountered some type of trauma and are exhibiting concerning behaviors. Next is our community counseling program. This program provides a comprehensive mental health support, but is not limited to those who have experienced trauma. We provide mental health counselors to a variety of school partners and also a variety of community partners. These partners include the Boys and Girls Club of Monterey County, both the Seaside and Salinas locations. This includes MCOE, the Monterey County Office of Education, and their alternative education programs. This also includes the DA and Rancho Cielo. We also provide teen support throughout the year to the community. This support provides support to the teens who have experienced high levels of trauma in their life and need support to work through it. Next is our bullying prevention program. This program provides training, education, awareness, and prevention strategies on bullying prevention topics to the schools that we partner with. This support is provided in the form of staff trainings, student-led assemblies, parent workshops, and parent classroom presentations as well. Next is our Children's First program. This is our co-parenting education program that works with those families that have gone through or are currently going through a divorce or separation. Our curriculum is geared towards teaching these parents healthy ways to co-parent and to coexist with each other, but it also works with the children so they can learn how to express themselves in healthy ways. And last, but definitely not least, is our Family First program. This program is geared towards assisting young parents in acquiring their GED or their diploma and moving on to higher education, while also we equip them with the knowledge, skills, and confidence to break the cycles of poverty and raise their young leaders of the future. So, if you have any questions surrounding our programs, you want any more information, I have our wonderful staff there in the back. Feel free at the end of the program to grab them aside and ask them about their program and let them tell you exactly what they do. All right, so now let me introduce our first story. Gabriel Ramirez is one of our board of directors, but before that happened, he was a provider of our services as an educator. Then he came to us as an intern to earn hours for the PhD that he is currently completing. Here is more on Gabriel. Thank you.
While I was a principal at Los Padres Elementary School, that's when the bullying prevention program commenced. So I was lucky enough to be able to come in at the inception of that program and really get the entire school, the staff, students, to be able to learn that program, and so we could be able to put a stop to bullying. A lot of the community, Latino community, often don't get that support because it might not be available, the cost of it, and having an agency like Harmony at Home come into the schools and have the psychotherapists actually provide the support that the students need is phenomenal. From major trauma, being diagnosed with post-traumatic stress, depression, anxiety. Those are the main areas that I'm working with the youth out there at Rebecca's Children's Services. Those are some of the things that are being experienced here in Monterey County. Being invited to be on the board of directors for Harmony at Home was fantastic for me. It was a great feeling. I'm actually seeing what takes place, the whole from at a higher level or a different level of view. And one of the things that I've noticed is the dedication that all the board of directors have, as well as the staff. Once I finish my PhD, I'm planning to come back to work in this area in Monterey County, Salinas, and be able to get back to the community. Staying connected with Harmony at Home, continue as a board of director. And one of the strong things that Harmony at Home has is that desire to continue to provide and be there for the community so that the community has those support systems that are quite lacking.
Thank you, Gabriel, for all that you're doing. Thank you so much. So to do the work here at Harmony at Home, we rely on supporters just like you. In this video, Board of Directors Mike Levy and Donald Leach will give you a few examples on how to plan ahead.
Hi, I'm Mike Levy, and I serve on the Board of Directors of Harmony at Home. My business is wealth management, and in that capacity, I regularly assist my clients with figuring out how they can meet their charitable goals, both during their life and in their estate plan. And today, I'm joined by fellow board member Don Leach, who's a local estate planning attorney. He also assists his clients in achieving their charitable goals through estate planning. For those of you who are interested in supporting Harmony at Home financially, today we'd like to outline some different ways that you can do so. So Don, maybe you can speak to that.
Sure, Mike, thanks. There's so many ways to give. Some are more simple and others are more involved. Some are during your lifetime, others take effect when you pass away. Simple ones during your lifetime, those that aren't complicated, you can write a check to Harmony at Home or make a cash donation with your credit card. You can also give other types of assets, stocks and bonds and securities. You can also give your ownership in a life insurance policy to Harmony at Home. Harmony at Home becomes the owner, and the policy can be on your own life, can be on the life of any other person. So if you're over 70 and a half, you can do up to $100,000 a year as a qualified charitable distribution to Harmony at Home. There are other gifts that are slightly more complicated. You can also give art to Harmony at Home or real estate. Those require a little bit more planning and thought. Those gifts that take effect upon your death are advantageous for many people because they don't diminish the financial assets that you have during your lifetime, and they can also provide a reduction in your estate taxes. Some gifts, again, aren't complicated. You can name Harmony at Home as the beneficiary of a life insurance policy, an IRA, or a retirement plan like a 401k from your will or your living trust, or you can give an even percentage of your entire estate in your will or your living trust to Harmony at Home. Another approach is something called planned giving, and planned giving is often called legacy giving. It can provide an income tax deduction during your lifetime, and yet you retain an income stream or the use of the property for your lifetime. And again, it can reduce your taxable estate upon your passing. Some aren't exceptionally complicated, but if you don't want to give the whole thing away to Harmony at Home, it's an interesting approach.
So there are a lot of other types of charitable giving vehicles available, depending on your precise situation and your needs and your wishes, but we just wanted to give you a flavor of what's possible. So if you do have charitable intent, we would suggest that you talk to your estate planning attorney, your accountant, and you feel free to reach out to either of us or to our CEO, Julianne Levy, or any of the staff at Harmony at Home or anyone on the board, and we can help you or send you in the right direction to learn more about this.
We sincerely appreciate your support of Harmony at Home and thank you for joining us today.
Yes, thanks very much.
Thank you, Don and Mike. If you have any questions on planned giving, as they mentioned, please seek out Mike or please talk to Julianne. Now, I would like to acknowledge our wonderful Legacy Circle members. This includes a list of individuals and families who have given at least $20,000. They have directed funds through family foundations or businesses, or are those who have included Harmony at Home in their estate plans. Thank you all. They're here. Now, our Family First program empowers mothers, fathers, and legal guardians ages 13 through 25 to graduate from high school or obtain their GED and pursue post-secondary options. At Harmony at Home, we're here for them every step of the way. Here are two examples of young parents and their resilience.
I had my son when I was in 7th grade, so I was the age of 13, turning 14, so I was really, really young. And becoming a mom has made me realize a lot of things. It's not easy. I love being a mom. My son means everything to me. Having Harmony at home to support me is one of my biggest blessings.
We have a 6-month-old baby. It's a boy. His name's Isaiah.
And you got somebody to look out for now, and you just can't be out there spending time with friends. You got to spend time with family now. When I held my baby for the first time, I just seen him in eyes, and I just said to God, it's a blessing having my kid in my own hands, and well, I just can't wait to see him grow up.
I had found out when I had entered freshman year, I was having difficulties with school. I wasn't really attending due to my son's medical issues. He has to be catheterized every 3 hours, so I have to it's a big step for me and a big change in my life.
I had to move to Montoro for a couple of months, and well, that's how I found out about the program. They help us a lot, to continue in life and keep pushing. You're gonna get out of there sooner or later, and that's something that we really like, that they help us a lot with advice and stuff like that.
They've helped me with anything I need, with work, school, or housing. Anything I needed, they were always there for me. My advocate, Jasmine, she's really, really good. I get to talk to her. She's someone I really trust.
That's such a good blessing for us to be able to receive diapers, wipes, and all that, because it's very expensive, and with the help that we get, it helps us a lot, a lot. Especially us that were teen parents, that we don't have everything in life,
A lot of people out there that need the help, and they get the help from them, so it's really, very, very, very much appreciated.
I'm also in the process of finishing high school so I could study for a CNA.
Me, I want to become a welder, and my next step is hopefully to be out there in the field and working as a welder.
My favorite part about Harmony at Home is that we get to have groups with other young parents, somewhere around my age. I like socializing, and I like that they have other babies.
I just want to say thank you guys for helping us a lot. It's very appreciated, it's such a blessing.
I love Harmony at Home, and I'm really thankful that I found this program, and I love that they're really supportive, and I love that I'm a part of it.
Wow. Yeah, so amazing, right? And these parents are so thankful to all of you, right, for your support. So thank you. And to close our program, meet Devin Dunn. He's a counselor and an intern for us here at Harmony at Home in our Sticks and Stones program, and also for our bullying prevention program. But he did not start as a counselor right away. About 20 years ago, he met Julianne, and she was his counselor. He did not know his mom. She was in and out of prison. He found himself in a home filled with violence. Here's more about Devin.
So I actually received Sticks and Stones services, kindergarten, first, and second grade. So almost 20 years ago at J.C. Crumpton in Marina. And it turns out that Julianne was actually my counselor for Sticks and Stones. And she's the one who taught me that there's no mistakes, you could just erase it or turn it into something different. And so, yeah, so I remember feeling very safe in that group and looking forward to it every week. I was referred for a lot of anger, a lot maybe inappropriate behavior and language, of course, was being modeled at home. So there was a lot of violence and anger going on in the home. And so that's where I had a lot of my own anger. Now, doing the work, I'm able to look back and realize, oh, this is why we did the feelings wheel, or this is why we did this activity. That this is an intervention or an activity to help with anger or anxiety or, whatever kids may be going through. There was CPS, there were other nonprofit agencies all throughout my childhood and teenage, and I actually wanted to drop out of high school, and I was looking into dropping out of high school. And possibly becoming emancipated. And so I had no hope or thought for the future. I had no, but then I did independent studies, and I went to MPC, and then it finally clicked that, wait a minute, I can use what I've gone through my life as drive and passion towards, helping other children and protecting children and youth who have maybe gone through something similar. I'm currently doing my internship at Alice High with Sticks and Stones, and this is actually our first year in the high schools. So I feel honored. Humor is a huge part of how I've gotten through so much, and so I always joke with my friends that I have 20 years of experience, working with trauma, experiencing life experience, and so I really have a heart and an empathy for a lot of, what these students go through. I was lucky enough to have, early intervention, as young as kindergarten, first grade. And some of these students have never had, a safe person to speak with. So, and so I'm honored for the work that I do and given the opportunity to hear these students and to give them that safe space. And I do plan to get licensed as an LCSW and still to work in the school system with Sticks and Stones. I love being in the schools where the kids are, where the students are. Julianne actually gave me she gave each of us a rock, and this was our special stone, for us to kind of hold and to have, and anytime we were feeling anxious or stressed or anger, we can kind of keep this special stone in our pocket, and keep it with us. And I had that stone for years.
Thanks, everybody. This one really got me with Devin, and I'd like to invite Devin up on stage for a moment. So we were at an end of the school year staff party. This was last probably in May, and I'm Julianne Levy, by the way. Sorry, I didn't introduce myself. Sorry. And we're at the party, and I was just congratulating our leadership team. And after, Devin came up to me, and he said, "Were you working at was it Crumpton? At Crumpton Elementary School in 2002?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "I think you were my counselor." Oh my goodness, we started crying and we reminisced, and Evan told me about the stone. And I understand that during the transitions in your life, you lost that stone.
I'll share my. Oh, okay. My dad knew. Sorry, my dad knew how important it was to me, and so he actually threw it away later. So that's how I.
Okay.
Don't have it anymore.
Okay, thanks. Yeah. So I've done a lot of work with stones, and
it's in the name, so
yeah.
It's in our name, so we have to.
And I have a stone that's been with me since 2011. That's gone through so much therapy in my office with me, and I want to give you this stone.
And this one won't get thrown away.
Thanks, Devin.
Thank you.
Okay. So I'd like to invite my brother, Mike Levy, up. As you all, thanks, Mike. So as many of you know, about 22 years ago or so, I was, running Sticks and Stones on the peninsula and starting to hear about all the violence and the trauma in Salinas and South County. And there were no programs supporting our youth in these areas. And so nobody wanted to go to Salinas on the peninsula. They acted like it was another country. And I said, it's 30 minutes east. These are kids, so we need to help them. And so I was frustrated, and I talked to Mike, and I said, what do I do? How do I get my programs to Salinas? And he said, let's start our own nonprofit. So we talked to my husband, Charles, who was practicing law at the time, and my father, and they got us our 501c3. And by 2004, we were at Alice Union School District and seeing kids in the district. So this program, the theme of this luncheon today is the past, the present, and the future So we're the past. We started this. We started this idea when
I think we're the present too, so
okay,
at the moment.
present and maybe the future. But we came up with this idea, right? We're talking about this idea, and we're in Hawaii on a family trip. My mom might remember, and we were driving on Hana Road. If any of you have been on that crazy curvy road, and we were like, what are we going to call it? What are we going to call it? We've got this great idea, and we said, well, what are we doing? Well, we're promoting healthy family systems. So that was the name for about a year. And then we're like, wait, nobody can remember PHFS. So we had this great marketing guy, and he helped us get the name Harmony at Home. So that's a fond memory I have. And so, you know, we're all gathered here today, and we couldn't do it without all of you. Thank you all so much for being here. And I think Mike has a few words to share.
Yeah, I thank you also from me for everyone who's here supporting it, all the people who've sponsored it, the folks who have donated over time. We really appreciate that. I mean, I'm just so proud of this organization. I mean, as Julianne was saying, it was just a thought back in 2003 or so, and now it's just such a great thing. And I'm just really proud of all my involvement in it and everything we've done. We've got a really great crew now. We've got a great staff. We're building a management structure. And speaking of the future, you know, that's what we need to do now, because we're not going to live forever, be part of it forever. So we need to create you know, structures in place so that this can keep going into the future. So that's what we're working on now. And even so, we're managing to maintain a situation where 80% of the money that we take in from all of our sources is still going directly to the programs, and that's kind of one of our goals is making sure we're very efficient and we're really out there in the community effectively. So, as I said, I'm super proud to be part of it. I really appreciate everybody who's involved in supporting us. If you are interested in donating today, there's some little envelopes on the tables. You can also go to our website and donate there. MC Gives, we're part of that. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for coming. Really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you, everybody, for being here. And we have a lot of ways to give. As you see listed on our screen, we've put out a lot of our programs so you can see what your dollars might go to depending on whatever level you'd like to give to. And you heard about all of our programs. If you have specific questions about any of them, you can come up, you can ask me, you can ask Mike, you can ask all of our staff. We're all here for you. And so one thing I'd like to do, every year we've had these beautiful flower donations from Flor de Soleil, and we would like to auction those off today. So this beautiful, excuse me.
Oh yes,
arrangement here, and I wasn't trained in this, so forgive me, but this beautiful arrangement, we'd like to start that at $500. Would anybody be interested? Okay, 500. We had 3. How about 550? Brenda, okay. Are we going for 6? Anybody like to purchase it for 6? Okay, Brenda, thank you.
sold.
Oh, and in the back are our beautiful, the smaller arrangements. So we'd like to auction those off, both at each one at $250. So who would like one of these arrangements for $250? Oh, we got Margaret. Is it Terry? Thank you. Okay, how about $300? Ooh, Margaret again. Anyone else? $350? Ooh, Terry, we got a little competition. Okay.
I say let's give them to each of them at $350 if they want. Yeah.
Okay,
we're done.
there we go. Thanks. I needed my brother. See, I need my brother.
I want to play a part in this, so.
All right, so thank you, and that concludes our luncheon. Thank you all for being here so much.
Thanks very much.
That almost concludes the luncheon.
Sorry, Juan.
No worries. Thank you. We're going to double conclude the luncheon today. So thank you, everybody who attended today. We appreciate you all. I hope that you were inspired just like I was, right? Watching all those videos and just feeling it all. So on your tables, you guys have a lot of documents that we left for you. And as they mentioned, you can give in many ways. There's also QR codes as well on any one of those on your tables. You can also scan those and it'll take you directly to our donate page. And before you guys leave, we do have copies of our beautiful annual luncheon. So on your way out, feel free to grab one. And don't forget to take your orchids, okay? So thank you all. We appreciate you for attending. We'll see you at the next one. Thank you.